Good day everyone, my name is Fabian Kumapakagunos and today I am going to discuss our assigned report entitled Arts and Creative Literacy. So what is arts and creative literacy? So in definition, art infused education, a compelling way to help children learn, and using art across the curriculum increases students' engagement. Also, art builds in 21st century readiness and develops the 4C, which is the creativity, critical thinking, communication, and collaboration skills. So there is the difference between art and creativity. When we say creativity, it focuses on the process of forming original ideas through exploration and discovery, while the art, it is a product of the creativity. So, when we talk about ability, there is also the difference between the two. When we say artistic ability, it includes skills and talent to create fine works of art such as, example, painting, drawing, sculpting, musical composition, and etc. So, in creativity ability, it is involves skills and talent to use our imagination to create and solve. So there are 4 developmental goals of art. First is the physical development. In physical development, it unders fine motor development, visual perceptual development, eye-hand brain coordination. Fourth is the spatial awareness. So next is the social development. In social development, under NIAC, social and oral language skills, sharing materials and taking turns, respect for own works and work of others, and fourth is the multicultural awareness. Next is the cognitive development. So in cognitive development, it unders decision-making skills, problem-solving skills, cause and effect understanding, and nonverbal communication. And last is the emotional development. In emotional development, it unders independence in making choices, creative self-expression, sensory pleasure and satisfaction, and last is the self-esteem. So, next is let's talk about the visual literacy. So, in visual literacy, art promotes print awareness and the ability to differentiate scribbles, markings, and shape, as well as the directionality and position. So why is visual literacy is important? It is because visual information is more memorable and the information is transferred faster and helps students to communicate with the world around them, enriches understanding their environment. So next is what forms of visual text are used in the classroom. So one of the visual texts that are used in classrooms are cables to computer screens, and all points in between students are exposed to billboards, photographs, TV, video, maps, memes, digital stories, video games, timelines, signs, political cartoons, posters, flyers, newspapers, even magazines, Facebook, Instagram, movies, DVDs, and cell phones wallpapers. So too many to mention of visual text that we can use inside the classroom, and that's very important. We know that it is very important to use visual text inside the classroom, and we must utilize it, especially elementary pupils, because in order for them to increase their engagements inside the classroom. So that's all my part. Thank you.
Good day everyone, I am Devorah Lino, and now let's talk about the synergy between art and literacy, which is the eye, hand, and brain coordinations. So the eye, hand, and brain coordinations in the context of the synergy between art and literacy, it refers to the way art activities help strengthen the connections between the visual perceptions, mental processing, and physical response. So when children engage in artistic tasks such as drawing, painting, or sculpting, they are constantly interpreting what they see, think about how to represent it, and then use their hands to create it. This coordinations is ongoing flow of informations between the eyes, brain, and hands that enhances coordinations and supports the cognitive development. In literacy, these skills are essentials that the children need strong eye-hand coordinations to write, and they rely on visual and mental processing to understand the illustrations, to follow the text, and express their ideas. Therefore, these integrations of art not only nurtures creativity but also reinforce the foundational skills that supports reading and writing. The eye-hand coordinations lies at the core of our daily actions and interactions with objects and people around us, and is central to understanding how the brain creates internal models of the actions, space, and generates movement within it. So meaning, the eye-hand coordinations are the fundamental skills that we use every day, whether we're picking up objects, writing, drawing, or interacting with other people. It is not just about movement, but also about how the brain understands the space around us and plans how we move in it. Like for example, when we reach for something, our eyes first gather information about the objects, whether its size, shapes, and the locations. Then, the brain processes this visual information to create a mental picture or model of where the object is, and sends signals to the hand to move in a precise way to grab or touch it. So this cycle, seeing, thinking, and doing, is what allows us to move confidently and accurately in the world. So in short, the eye-hand coordinations will help our brain to learn how to interact with our surroundings, making it a part of the physical and mental development. So these are the following activities using eye, hand, and brain coordinations. Number 1, coloring activity name, activity dot painting, making braids bracelets, and solving puzzle, playing ball catch. Those activities will use our eye, hand, and brain. Now, let's move on to the verbal creativity. A verbal creativity refers to the ability to use language in original and imaginative ways. It involves fluency, flexibility, and originality. A verbally creative person can express thoughts clearly, tell interesting stories, or find multiple solutions to a problem using words. So in short, it is about being inventive with language, thinking beyond the usual, and communicating in fresh and meaningful ways. A verbal creativity is a way for us to adapt, to express ourselves, and show effort by using language in a new and imaginative ways. It highlights that we are like inventors when we use words creatively, whether in speaking or writing. A verbal creativity isn't just about talent, but also about the effort that we put into thinking creatively and express our ideas in original ways. It can be seen in storytelling, problem solving, or writing poems, or even in our everyday conversations with other people where we find unique ways to communicate. And that's all for my part. My co-reporters will continue the discussions.
So, good day, ma'am.